Welcome to the Drivers channel.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to take the Ram 1500 TRX off the beaten path? The Ram 1500 TRX is a beast of a truck, known for its incredible power and impressive performance. With its reputation as a high-performance truck, I'm excited to put it to the test and see if it lives up to the hype. Determining whether this specific Ram 1500 TRX is the fastest on the market is a challenge that requires some careful consideration. You see, there are so many different factors that come into play when measuring speed, from engine power to suspension and everything in between. It's not just about how fast it can go from 0 to 60, but how well it can maintain that speed over rough terrain and varied conditions. So, what are the benchmarks we use to measure speed? Well, for starters, we've got to look at the engine power. We're talking horsepower and torque, of course. But we also need to consider the transmission and how smoothly it shifts gears. And let's not forget about the suspension, because a truck that can handle rough terrain is going to be a lot faster than one that can't. Then there's the issue of competition. We can't just look at the Ram 1500 TRX in a vacuum, we've got to compare it to other trucks in its class. How does it stack up against the Ford F-150 Raptor, for example, or the Chevrolet Silverado 1500? By comparing it to its competitors, we can get a better sense of where it stands in terms of speed and performance. But even with all these factors in mind, it's still difficult to say for certain whether this Ram 1500 TRX is the fastest on the market. There's only one way to find out, by putting it to the test and seeing what it can do. The Ram 1500 TRX boasts an impressive 6.2-liter V8 engine that puts out a whopping 702 horsepower and 650 pounds-to-foot of torque. That's some serious power, and it shows in the way the truck handles. From 0 to 60, it takes just 4.5 seconds, which is lightning fast for a truck of its size. And with a top speed of 118 miles per hour, it's clear that this thing is built for speed. But the Ram 1500 TRX isn't just about raw power, it's also got some seriously impressive specs when it comes to suspension and handling. With its coil spring suspension and rear stabilizer bar, it's capable of handling even the toughest terrain with ease. And with its massive 35-inch tires, it's got the traction and grip it needs to take on just about anything. Compared to its competitors, the Ram 1500 TRX is a real standout. The Ford F-150 Raptor, for example, puts out a respectable 450 horsepower, but it can't touch the TRX's 702. In the Chevrolet Silverado 1500, it's got a nice 420 horsepower, but it's not even in the same league as the TRX. In terms of speed and performance, the Ram 1500 TRX is the clear winner. So, what are the results of our tests and comparisons? Well, the verdict is clear, this Ram 1500 TRX is one fast truck. Whether we're talking about acceleration, handling, or raw power, it's a real beast of a machine. And when it comes to taking on the toughest terrain, it's clear that this truck is up to the task. In the end, it's clear that this Ram 1500 TRX is indeed the fastest on the market. With its incredible power and impressive specs, it's a real standout in its class. Whether you're a serious off-roader or just someone who loves the thrill of the ride, this truck is sure to deliver. So, what do you think? Is the Ram 1500 TRX the fastest truck on the market? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to check out our next video to see more exciting truck performance tests.